Live from the 35-yard line. It's Onside Kickin' It with Alex P.
It's all bad, y'all. It's all bad. It's next level bad. What's up, y'all? It's Alex P. Welcome to another episode of Onside Kickin' It with Alex P. It's me, Alex P, and yet I have the disdain of sitting here and talking about yet another Falcons loss. The Falcons just do it. What do? They find ways to lose. What do? They play shitty defense. What do? They don't play a complete game. Oh my God, 4 quarters. The Falcons lose in Arizona against rookie Kyler Murray, 33-34. The worst week in Georgia sports since the Super Bowl. Our city is just cursed, man. Our state is cursed. You had the Falcons losing against the Texans last week. You got the Braves allowing 10 runs in the first inning to get put out the playoffs by the Cardinals. You got UGA getting beat by South Carolina. Then once again, you got the Falcons losing again against the Cardinals. Help! I don't know what happened. What happened back in the day to curse this city, to curse this state in terms of sports? I wish I can go back in time and find out what was going on. What can I do to reverse the curse? Whose babies do I need to sacrifice? What do I need to do for my state, for my city to win some type of championship? This season, the Falcons are 1-5 now. So, that's any playoff hopes, they were slim. Now it's Vince McMahon, no chance in hell music playing right now for the Falcons. It's just all bad, y'all. I can't believe it. Kyler Murray, 372 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. He wasn't sacked. He had time to survey the defense. It's just all bad, man. For the defense for the Falcons, Desmond Trufant was out. So that means Isaiah Oliver and Kendall Sheffield were our 2 outside cornerbacks. Kendall Sheffield, I'm going to be honest, he didn't play too bad. In what he was doing, it wasn't that bad. But Isaiah Oliver? Oh, my God. Yo, trash can shouted. Oh, man, he was being exploited all game. Still no pass rush. I mentioned again that Kyler Murray was not sacked. Coming into the game, he was the second most sacked quarterback in the league.
Second down and 12, and Murray escapes trouble for the time being, does so again, and fires down the field, and there's Fitzgerald.
So APB out for Takk McKinley. I don't know where he was at, man. It felt like he wasn't on the field, but after I checked, he was out there, but Arizona scored on their first 5 possessions. Oh, man, this was bad. This is where Arizona went. Field goal, touchdown, field goal. And that was to end the half. They went into the half up 20-10. They had 301 total yards in the first half. Kyler Murray was out there having a field day, looking like young Mike Vick out there. The Falcons only had 138 total yards in the first quarter. The Falcons started off, they got the ball first. They normally, if they win the toss, they're going to defer and kick off first. But this time they decided they wanted to get the ball first, which was a change of pace. And guess what? They went up the field and scored the opening possession touchdown. I was like, what? And that was it.
Ryan lays it off and into the end zone. It's Calvin Ridley.
This was the Falcons for the first half. Touchdown, punt, field goal. After a horrible first half, they came out in the second half and played a little bit better. They only gave up 140 total yards in the second half. They settled down, forced 3 consecutive punts, and allowed the offense to get back in the game and make it interesting. Get back in position to attempt to win the game. The offense, they had one of their better performances of the year, y'all. It's crazy because all this talent. Matt Ryan, 363 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. And he still lost. That's only the 3rd time in history that a quarterback has had those type of stats and lost. The last time that happened, just a year ago. And who did it? Yes, Matt Ryan. Come on, man. We were actually able to even run the ball this game. Now, granted, the Cardinals defense is horrible. They have Terrell Suggs and Chandler Jones, but that's it. Patrick Peterson was still out on suspension. This was his last game serving the suspension. So that top cornerback was out. They got our former boy, Robert Alford, but he broke his leg in preseason, so he's been out. So they're down their corners, their safeties. We don't really know too much about them. So the Falcons were able to have their way against that defense, which means they should have won, y'all. 363, 4, and no picks, yo. Even Devontae Freeman was out there. He had 19 carries for 88 yards, which is the most we've had in quite some time. Getting it done in the air. He had 3 receptions for 30 yards, a touchdown. Austin Hooper, he went off. He had 8 receptions for 117 yards and a touchdown.
They go to Hooper and another touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 8th catch of the game.
Julio Jones, he had 8 receptions for 108. Calvin Ridley, 4 receptions for 48 yards and a touchdown. Come on, man. I don't understand it. One of our best offensive performances of the season. We scored 34 points and we lose still. But I'm going to get into how we lost the game. First, it's not bad enough that we have a bad team. When the team we're going against is getting help from the refs. 3 questionable calls in the game by the officials that had a big impact on this game. The first one happened early in the first quarter. Kyler Murray threw a big pass to the receiver. My apologies for not remembering his name. He caught the ball going against Isaiah Oliver. Who else? Bad coverage. We shouldn't even have been in that position anyway. But if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm just throwing to Isaiah Oliver every play, every game anyway. And I'll probably throw for 500 yards. But anyway, the receiver caught the ball. Isaiah actually caught up with the receiver and made the tackle and forced a fumble. The ball rolled into the end zone with a clear recovery by us. Referee blew it down, ruled it incomplete.
Grandchild, his wife Nancy, passed away in 2016, and certainly our prayers with his family and many, many friends. And there's a long ball caught by Damiere Byrd. He's back.
We challenged. The commentators thought it was going to be overturned. Mike Pereira, the game was on Fox, so, they always go to the lead official. He thought it was going to be overturned. Nope. The officials didn't overturn it, giving Arizona the ball at the 2. Next play, they forced it into the end zone to get the touchdown. The second one, kick catch interference. Now, this set up the game-winning drive by the Cardinals. This was later in the game. The Falcons were forced to punt it off to Arizona. The ball hit the ground. The guy that was the returner wasn't even set to catch it.
Battle against Matthews, the best tackle the Falcons have.
Coming in to signal for a fair catch. This ball may have hit Cooper, and I think they're going to flag Atlanta for making contact with Cooper.
Catch interference, number 41.
bad calls. That gave Arizona a really good field position and able to get the go-ahead touchdown. The last one happened on the last drive of the game. On third down, Kyler Murray rushed out the pocket to get the first. Clearly short of the first down as he steps out of bounds. But the refs gave him the first down. Upon further review, the call stood, giving the Cardinals the first down they needed to seal the game.
Isaiah Oliver. Now, Isaiah's played nice today. Let's see. Yep,
Well, they're going to have him run it or throw it. He's going to run it. And let's see where they spot it.
Yes.
I think he got
Just bad. But let's go back. What happened on the Falcons' last drive to give Arizona the ability to just end the game on their final possession? The Falcons drove down the field with time. They drove down the field quick. Got the touchdown with Devontae Freeman. His second touchdown of the day. Matt Bryant, a.k.a. Second Matty Ice, a.k.a. Money Matt. All he needs to do is kick the extra point, and it's going to be a tie game. In typical Atlanta fashion, what happens?
All right, good snap, good hold, and it is no good. Can you believe it?
Yes, Matt Bryant missed the extra point. Just finding ways to lose the game, man. It's sad that I get nervous when Matt Bryant comes up to kick either a field goal or extra point. It's not supposed to be that way. That's how we know that the Falcons are doomed this season. Just another poor performance by the defense. As of this point, it's 12:39 on a Monday when I'm recording this. Dan Quinn has yet to be fired. Stay tuned to see if he's going to get fired. We needed this win. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know when the Falcons are going to get another win because the schedule is just too rough. We got the Rams next week. We got the Seahawks. We have a bye, but then right after the bye, we play the Saints, the Panthers. The Buccaneers are after that. That might be our next win, and that's not even guaranteed either. 4-game losing streak, 1-5. You can pretty much kiss the playoffs goodbye. It's just, oh my gosh. That's it, man. Till next time.